Hello and welcome to your University College Business Academic Advising presentation. This presentation is going to walk you through preparing for registration, reviewing your curriculum sheet, your course history, and other features of your eCampus account. And then we'll move into your eCampus shopping cart, searching for classes, and adding classes to your shopping cart. So let's get started. So the first place that we want students to look for the courses that they need for the upcoming semester is their curriculum sheet. So to find your curriculum sheet, hopefully you have it saved somewhere on your computer, but if you don't, you can easily find it by Googling the phrase URI Explore by Major. The first result that you'll see will be this academic advising page. And from here, you can keyword search or filter by college and find your appropriate curriculum sheet. Now, for those of you who are business undeclared or business undecided, we recommend that you follow either the general business administration sheet or the management sheet while you are undecided within business. Today, we are going to use the general business administration curriculum sheet as our guide. And then from here, to find your curriculum sheet, you can scroll down past your advisors and find the hyperlinked years. The year that you follow for your curriculum sheet coincides with the academic year that you entered the university. So if you entered the university in the 2024-2025 academic year, then you would follow the 2024 version of the sheet. And this will be the case for your entire time at URI. So even when you are a senior, for example, you should still be accessing the 2024 version of your sheet or whatever year coincides with the one that you entered the university. So now from here, the first page for all of our business majors, the first page concentrates mostly on your major requirements, and everything that you see is a requirement. Your curriculum sheet is divided by years. There can be some flexibility with that, but for the most part, the college does recommend that you follow these generally in this order, or complete them generally in this order. And what you'll notice is that every course listed has a course number, a course description or name, the amount of credits that it's worth, and if there are any prerequisites or courses required before you can take the listed course, they will be mentioned here. So there is a ton of information here for you to be able to determine what you are ready to take in the next semester, and of course to make sure that you are making progress and getting your coursework done successfully in the approximate order that it's presented here. So this is something that we do want you to keep a copy of on your device to update and revisit each semester, as it is your guide for what to expect. On the second page, you'll notice the General Education Outcome Audit. In addition to your major requirements, the University of Rhode Island requires that students complete at least 40 credits of general education coursework that are divided out over a series of outcomes. You'll see all of those outcomes listed here. And then under the course column, you'll notice that there are multiple outcomes that already have a course number written in. And basically this means that there is a major requirement from the first page of the curriculum sheet that also counts as fulfilling a gen ed outcome and is, of course, that counts as gen ed credit towards your 40 credit requirement. So what you'll notice here is that there's a lot of overlap between major requirements and gen ed requirements, and that there are really only a few gen ed outcomes that do not have some type of business requirement working towards satisfying that. So for instance, you'll notice that the A1 STEM requirement, A3 Humanities, A4 Arts and Design, and B4 Information Literacy, and C2 Global Responsibility outcomes are all left blank. This indicates to you that over the course of your time at URI, you will need to find a course that satisfies that outcome requirement. Now for our TM and TMD majors, your sheet looks a little bit different than the one we're using as an example here today. However, you do have a gen ed outcome audit on the first page of your sheet that does note which TM or TMD courses work towards gen ed requirements as well. And one last item to note while we are on your curriculum sheet or an example curriculum sheet are the requirements to be admitted to the College of Business. As a reminder, students who are admitted to URI as business majors are initially admitted as University College business majors. And while you are in University College, or UC or Ucas for short, you're working on multiple required courses, but some of those courses are what we call the business core requirements that are needed before you can be admitted to the college and before you can access upper level courses. So that's usually your 300s and 400s level courses in your junior and senior years. So as a review, the business requirements or admission requirements for the College of Business are that you must have an overall GPA of at least 2.5 and a GPA of 2.7, that's a B- average, or better in BAI 111, Accounting 201, Accounting 202, BAI 210, Econ 201, and Econ 202 by the time you complete those 6 classes and earn a minimum of at least 42 total credits. So again, remember, you'll want to keep an eye on your cumulative GPA and keep it at 2.5 or better. And also, as you're working through the BAI courses, accounting and economics courses over those first 2 years of your time with us, you'll want to keep those courses at around at least a B- or better, so that by the end of your time taking those requirements, you meet the admission requirement for the College of Business. So from here you might say, okay, the curriculum sheet is a great guide, it's important, but how do I make sure that I know exactly what I've taken, that I know that I'm marking off the correct courses and tracking my progress correctly? So this is where your eCampus account comes in. So when you log into your eCampus account, you'll come to this home screen. And while I am here and mentioning these different tiles, please keep in mind, we do not recommend that you use the academic progress tile or the managed classes tile. We're actually going to show you alternatives to those today, so please don't use those tiles. Whenever we direct you to eCampus, an advisor who is directing you is always wanting you to go to this eCampus tile, which we call the Student Center screen. Here on the Student Center screen, you can find your course history. So if you are looking to verify what you have taken and your grades in those courses, you would select Course History and then click this little arrow and the circles to go and show that list of grades for you. You can also use this to review any possible early enrollment credits that you were awarded or AP credits. So if you think that applies to you and you're not sure if your credits have transferred into URI, please check on that course history screen. While we're on this screen, we do want to mention a couple more important features of this screen, which is your holds box. So anything that is visible in this box will be something that prevents you or has the strong possibility of preventing you from registering for your next term of classes. Advisor holds are the only holds that your advisors manage, and that indicates that you need to make an appointment to meet with an advisor to discuss your next semester of classes and your progress. Almost all other holds come from different offices on campus. So for example, if you see a term bill hold, that is from the Office of Enrollment Services, in a health services hold from health services, or a financial agreement hold, which is something that you can resolve in just a couple minutes through the tasks tile in eCampus. So definitely check your holds box well in advance of registration so that you resolve any issues before your registration date. And speaking of registration date, you can always find your registration date in the enrollment dates box. Our example today doesn't have a date posted, but normally your account would. And if you click into the details of it, it will show you the exact time that registration opens for you. Registration dates are determined by total number of credits. And so if you see a date that's slightly different than your friend's date, that's probably because there's even a slight difference in the number of total credits each of you has. So please always check on the date, mark it on your calendar, make sure that you are ready for that date and time. And then lastly, we wanted to mention that you can view your advisor, your academic advisor, in the program advisor box. And these names should coincide with the advisor names that you see in your Starfish network. The next thing we are going to look at in terms of information gathering is your academic requirements report. So this is what we like to call your curriculum sheet brought to life, and it takes your record as a student and applies it onto your curriculum sheet. So that will include any courses earned, courses in progress, and then once you register for your next term of courses, it will actually include those as well. So you will find your academic requirements report in the Student Center screen in that same drop-down as academic requirements. So choose that academic requirements report option and then click the Go button. Once your academic requirements report has generated, it will look like the window on the left side of the screen. And I have pulled up the Gen Ed outcome audit on the right side of the screen so that we can do a little bit of a comparison for Gen Eds. So as you scroll through, you'll see a lot of information. We do recommend that you take some time to review this, but you'll notice that it goes through your general education requirements first. And for any requirements that are satisfied, either the credit's been earned, or it's in progress, or it's planned, the outcome will be collapsed or closed. So for example, this student already has their A1 STEM requirement taken care of. And if you were curious as to how that may have happened, you can expand that requirement and see that they have a spring or current term course in progress in this case, and that course satisfies the A1 science requirement. So this student, as an example, could go through their gen ed outcomes and see which blank outcomes from their curriculum sheet are also still unaccounted for on their academic requirements report. So this is just another tool in the toolbox to make it very easy for you to verify how you're doing and what your progress is. So as an example, this student still needs a B for information literacy. That is one of the course gen ed outcomes that's not planned for by business. So this student could jot down, hey, I need a B for gen ed, and keep that in mind for the next semester. After gen eds, the report does continue on. You can check your progress towards 40 total gen eds and see how many credits you have taken and still need. And then it does move into major requirements. Now, this student is undeclared within business, so that means that the requirements that they are looking for in this report are going to be limited to the common courses for BSBAs, which you see mostly on the second year section of the curriculum sheet. But again, this is a tool that we want you and expect you to use to verify how you're doing and plan for the future. So next we'll focus on the final part of this video, which is your eCampus shopping cart. Enrollment in any future term or any adjustments to your existing schedule at the beginning of a term all happen within your shopping cart. So to access your shopping cart, as I mentioned, not that managed classes tile on the home screen, but you can use this link for enrollment shopping cart. It's right underneath your schedule. You'll be asked which term you want to plan for. So for our example today, we're going to choose fall 2025. And now we are in our shopping cart for fall. And in this case, we already have done a little bit of work. And I will show you now how to search a couple different ways for your courses. Now, what's assumed at this point is that you have been jotting down the courses that you need or the general education outcomes that you need for the next term after reviewing your curriculum sheet and your academic requirements report. Those two tools, as well as your course history screen in eCampus, those three tools really, all will help you identify what you need and what you should be thinking about for the next semester of courses. So from here, to add a course to your cart, you will click the class search button. We're going to do this two different ways. So the first thing we're going to do is search for a specific course that we know the subject prefix and the number for. So in this case, we are going to look for Economics 202. So this is our macroeconomics requirement because the student still needs that course. We chose ECM for the subject. We typed 202 for the course number. And we have our checkbox clicked off for show open classes only because we can't enroll in closed classes. Now from here, what you'll notice is that what you already have in your shopping cart is visible on this screen. So to help you make sure that you don't create a conflict with another course, you can see what you have on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 9 to 9:50 is already in the cart. So Perhaps you want to choose a macroeconomics course that does not conflict. So in this case, we are going to select the 10 o'clock Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Now this next screen is where if you ever needed to provide a permission number or use a permission number to enroll in a course, so for example, our BAI 109 and BAI 111 courses require a permission number. Whenever you need to use a permission number, this screen is the screen where you enter that number. It happens to be right in this little field right here. In this case, for econ, we do not need a permission number, but just wanted to mention that as it does trip people up sometimes. But this looks good, so we are just going to say next. And now you can see we have that macroeconomics course in our shopping cart. Next, we are going to try searching for a gen ed course. And as I mentioned, we did see that this student still needs a B4 information literacy course. So we will use that as our example today. So to find or filter by gen ed outcome, you can go down to this very last filter in the class search page. It's called course attribute, and then choose the gen ed that you are looking for. And then also, this part's optional, but if you would like to limit the course number to 100s level or 200s level, which is what we recommend as advisors for your general education courses, you can do that with this course number filter. So you could say, show me course numbers that are less than or equal to 299. Right? That will encompass our 100s and 200s level courses. And again, only the show open classes box is already checked off for us, and we will say search from here. This can be a large number, and that's fine. Show me all of them. So from here, you're going to see a variety of courses from all different subject areas across the university that all have one thing in common, which is that B for information literacy designation as part of the course. So from here, you may wonder, okay, some of these courses, the title might sound intriguing, but I need to know more. So to learn more about any course, you can click on the class number or the section number. So we'll use this EDC 102 Intro to American Education course as our example. So on this class detail page, you can see what are the components of the class, as in, is this a lecture class only? Is this a lecture plus lab class or lecture plus recitation? So always check on that. You can see how many credits the course is worth under units. Again, the time and location and days of the course. And class capacity. So if you have any preferences in terms of how large you would like your gen ed courses to be, in terms of number of students in the classroom, you can actually view that here if that's a preference that you have. And then lastly, the description is at the bottom. So you can read the description of the course and see if this is something that you're indeed interested in or not. So we're going to say that this looks good to us, and we will select it and then click next to add it to our shopping cart. So from here, I'm going to add a couple more examples of courses that you may see, just to give you an idea of what your shopping cart may look like. And I'm going to add, of course, you should be adding your math class if you still are working on your math classes. This is just for demonstration purposes. Okay, so from here, I have 5 example classes in this shopping cart. This is not necessarily what you need. You will use your plan and to figure this out for yourself. But just for this example, I've added 5 classes. Now, advisors will always recommend to you that you build out your cart ahead of your registration date to have many more options sitting in this cart waiting for you. So for example, if you need a B4 Gen Ed, don't just have the EDC 102, find some other B4s that you also might find interesting and add those into the cart as well. If there is a required course that you know you need to get into the schedule, so for instance, your macroeconomics, Econ 202, don't just put one section of Econ 202 in your cart. Put multiple sections, different days and times that might work. Because sometimes what happens is that just ahead of your registration day, the course or section rather of a course that you prefer could actually get filled up. All the seats could be gone and it could close. And if that happens to you beforehand or even on the day of your registration when you're trying to finish your enrollments, it's better for you to have your backup options for the course already sitting in the cart versus needing to start doing this class search option at that time on registration day. Because a lot of times eCampus can get a little bit bogged down, a little glitchy, and it can just be much more difficult. So plan ahead, put plenty of options in your shopping cart. As we mention to students all the time, treat this like an Amazon shopping cart. Put plenty of options in, even if you don't plan to enroll in all of them. So whether you have 5 courses, 15 courses, 25 courses in your shopping cart, on your registration date and time, you will use this select checkbox to click off the 5 or 6 possibly courses that you want to enroll in. Again, I just have 5, but you will hopefully have many more. And then you will click enroll. It will bring you, if you have an online course, which we do in our cart, you would have to state the state that you will be in when completing the course, which if you're here on campus with us, it is Rhode Island. So you click that and then say save and return to enrollment. And then from here, you would say finish enrolling. Now, because this is not an actual student account that we're using today as our example, I cannot complete this enrollment to show it to you. But what will happen, or what you'll see on your side, is for any course that you've successfully enrolled in, you will see a green check mark in the next screen. Also on the next screen, if it was not successful and you did not get enrolled in the course, you'll see a red X. So obviously, whenever you see a red X, look at the error message that it gives you. It will tell you why you didn't successfully enroll in the course. A lot of times it has to do with prerequisites. So just pay attention to that and then go back to that shopping cart and maybe find an alternative course or an alternative section to the course. And so hopefully this helps explain how to use the shopping cart. Once you do have your schedule on your registration date or very closely following your registration date, sometimes students want to go back and adjust their schedule slightly. And we are going to go back to, we're going to go back to the home screen to show you this. So if you ever needed to make a slight adjustment to your next semester of classes, you could click that enroll button, choose fall 2025, And then from here, we just wanted to mention this swap function. So whenever you are looking to make a slight adjustment to your schedule, and again, we are not enrolled, we just have our shopping cart items. But if you were enrolled and you had your fall class schedule sitting down here, you could use this swap function to make a slight adjustment. And if we had examples to show, you would be able to choose a course that you wanted to swap out of, find a new course to replace it with, and make that change simultaneously. Using the swap function ensures that you secure your seat in the new class before giving up your seat in the old class. And this is a really important feature to understand how to use, because when we're in that open ad period, especially right at the beginning of a term where lots of potential schedule changes are being made all simultaneously, if you don't use the swap function, you run the risk of abandoning the seat that you had in the old course, going and trying to enroll in the seat in the new course, not getting that because it filled up, you weren't fast enough, and then trying to go back and get that old seat back, and that's already gone as well. So swap function, again, once you have your schedule in place, if you're making any minor changes, swapping out one class for another, maybe swapping one gen ed for a different gen ed, use this swap function. Again, it's under the Enroll tab. So we hope that this presentation was helpful and really brings to life this process. We hope that this video is a great reference for you so that you understand what you need for courses, how to plan, and then how to enroll. So best of luck with registration.